Good morning. You are listening to UpReach, a morning devotional presented by the Church Street Church of Christ in Lewisburg, Tennessee, to encourage you as you face the opportunities and challenges of today. Let's begin this day together with some inspiring thoughts from God's holy word. Then Jesus came with them to a place called Gethsemane and said to the disciples, "Sit here while I go and pray over there." And he took with him Peter and the 2 sons of Zebedee, and he began to be sorrowful and deeply distressed. Then he said to them, "My soul is exceedingly sorrowful, even to death. Stay here and watch with me." He went a little farther and fell on his face and prayed, saying, "O my Father, if it is possible, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, not as I will, but as you will." Now from the 6th hour until the 9th hour there was darkness over all the land. And about the 9th hour Jesus cried out with a loud voice, saying, "Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani?" That is, my God, why have you forsaken me?" Matthew chapter 26, verses 26 through 39, and Matthew chapter 27, verses 45 through 46. Consider these thoughts from God is No Fool by Lois Cheney. I live where I hear trains. That's good. The night sound of trains surrounds my most quiet and intimate moments. Perhaps each person has a lonely sound with which he has grown up. Cars echoing up and down the highway in front of his home, a pine tree murmuring its secrets, a bus laboring, snorting, wheezing its lonely paths, the low mumble of voices in another part of the house. You grow up listening and drifting on the sound. The sound becomes tangled in memories and wanderings and getting older and fears and doubts. I heard trains as I prayed, "Who am I?" I listened to trains as a loved one left. I heard trains when life turned into death in a person of my heart. I hear trains when there is self-doubt. I hear trains when my mind and imagination drift and wander. I hear trains when I whisper, "Forgive me." What was the sound in your life? What was it you listened to the sleepless nights as you dreamed beyond your home and family? Where did you spend that night? And what sounds kept you awake that night? That night you ran away from your parents. The night before you spent the day in the temple asking questions. What did you hear after that strange, wild-looking man baptized you? What sounds did you hear when you wandered alone out on the mysterious desert? You liked the sea. Was it the lonely wash of water on small pebbles you heard? You often climbed hills. Was it the sound of wind swirling its lonely stillness? When you crossed the Kidron and spent much of that night in prayer, what lonely earth sound kept you company? High on that cross, when all seemed lost and for nothing, when your lonely cry pierced God's turned back, "Why hast thou forsaken me?" What did you hear? What did you listen to those lonely, awful hours? When I hear trains and it is quiet, I am alone, I think of Jesus, and he seems very, very real to me. And it is good when Jesus is real, when he's more than books and thoughts and hymns and prayers. I think I could reach out and touch him, and I know he can reach out and touch me. This has been UpReach, a presentation of the Church Street Church of Christ in Lewisburg, Tennessee. I am Kyle Bolton, the pulpit minister at Church Street, and I would like to personally invite you to come and share times of Bible study and worship with us each week. We meet every Sunday at 9 o'clock a.m. for our morning worship, followed by our Sunday school for all ages at 10:15 a.m. Then we meet again at 6 o'clock p.m. for our evening worship. We also have a midweek meeting for devotion and Bible study on Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. I hope to see you there. Have a blessed day.
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Praise to Jesus Christ, from whom all blessings flow.